My name is Danny Ching. I'm a professional stand-up paddleboarder here in Southern California, and for the last few years I've been working with Dr. Goins and Dr. Tierney, working with the A2M and stem cells, and basically for me, just from constantly paddling, trying to prevent shoulder injuries that I've had for upwards of 20 years. Played a bunch of sports in high school: volleyball, water polo, surfing, swimming, and everything for me is a motion this direction. And in the last few years, now that I'm into my 30s, I've been having major shoulder issues, and Dr. Tierney kind of showed me this A2M and brought me in and started showing me all the issues I've been having with just performance and being able to get back on the water, get back to training, and having that A2M to put in there and one, prevent some of the injuries that I've had and kind of prevent that joint deterioration, and then two, allowing me to have almost no downtime and get back to training. For us, our season is continuous year round, and it's really important for me to one, be able to race, and two, be able to keep training. But for me, I've had great success with it. The first time I did it, I had it to both of my knees, and I had tears in my meniscus, and I had an old injury on my PCL, and went from difficulties walking, having to take my knees all the time, to now I can run, I can bike, can stand up paddle, and no issues with the knees at all. That's been incredible. Other than that, I've had the stellite block, and that was very interesting. Dr. Tierney told me about all these things that were going to happen, and for me, I always like to just try it and see how it goes personally. And at first, I didn't really feel any effects, but then right around 2-3 months into it, I started noticing mentally I was much clearer. I was able to handle huge inputs of information. I don't just race professionally. I also help run events. I own a stand-up board business that is at the events. I coach an outrigger team of over 100 plus people. And on top of that, I just had a baby, got a puppy, and bought a house. So just the combination of all those things before the stellite block, I was having difficulties remembering things. I had to constantly refer to, write things down and check my phone for dates and meetings and stuff like that. And about 2 months after that, suddenly things cleared up, even though I was 10 times as busy as I was before. And on top of that, I started noticing my training started getting a little bit easier. So some of the numbers I was hitting as far as speeds and efforts were getting a little bit better, and not doing anything different than I had in years past. So that normally doesn't happen as you get older, and that was a nice added benefit for me.